Hello sir and ma'am. Today we are presenting our second phase integrated experiential learning of marketing management, statistics and data analysis and financial accounting and management. So we have visited a company called Hero, which is a dealer of Hero Motorcorp, and currently it is operating total 7 dealerships across Bangalore, and still it expanding its operation across other states as well. So our presentation for today will be focused on the Hero, but we are also shedding some lights on the Hero Motorcorp company. So here are our team members, myself Nayanraj, and my team members are Bharat Kalyan, Karan Oberoi and Lakshmi Kant. So coming to the company profile, Hero Motorcorp, next slide. So Hero Motorcorp is a largest manufacturer two-wheeler India. In 2011, Hero separated from the Honda company, which is a Japanese brand, and from that time only, it is operating with the name of Hero Motorcorp. So it is a public company, and industry is automobile industry, and its chairman is Dr. Bijmohan Lal Munjal, and its headquarters is in New Delhi. So coming to the various stages of their operations, so we have categorized total eight type of operations. So in total 8 type of operation, the 4 operation is totally dependent on the dealership itself. So dealership plays an important role in their business perspective. So first we will discuss how they give the dealership to the next one. So Hero Motorcorp dealership provides 3 types of dealerships. So main dealership, sub dealership, and spare part distribution. So accordingly, there are needs for that. So if you want to take the main dealership, you need 4,000 square feet area, and stock will be acquired directly from the company, and it will be of large investments. And for the sub dealer, 2,000 square feet area is needed, and stock will be acquired from the main dealer, and it is required less capital. So here are the breakdown of the investment of Hero Motorcorp for big showroom. So it includes the land, construction of the showroom, interior infrastructure, company deposit, initial stocks, spare parts of service packs, working capital, license fee. So in total, it cost is around approx 1.5 to 2 crore. Next slide. So coming to the document and licenses, here are the few important documents and licenses needed to open the Hero Motorcorp showroom. So here are the advantages offered by the franchisor, which is Hero Motorcorp company, when they open the showroom. So it provides all the business related aspects, site selection support, marketing support for local and digital advertisements, proper training given to all crew members, and prevailing IT system will be incorporated in the franchises. Next slide. So coming to the dealership profile, which is the Sai Hero. Next slide. So here are the pictures of us when we visited the Sai Hero. So coming to the Hero, it is established in 2003, and it was inaugurated by the Hero Motorcorp chairman itself, Dr. Brijmohan Lal Munjal, and Sai Motors soon became one of the Karnataka #1 dealer in the November 2004. Next slide. Coming to the organization chart, so here is the managing director. Under that there is a general manager, and under general manager there are 3 main managers. So one will be handling the sales, other will be handling the space, and third will be handling the services. And accordingly, they will be provided with the employees itself. Next. So it is a dealership company, and it is a dealership, and it is a sole proprietorship, and it is established in 2003, and its managing partner is Rajan BS. And total number of employees is 55, and the area of the showroom is 25,000 square feet. Next one. So coming to the product offer, so they generally offer 4 categories of products. One is the practical, under that there is 100 cc bikes comes, and second one is the executive, in which the 100 to 120 cc or 125 cc bikes comes, and third category is performance, in that high-end motorcycles come, and in the fourth category there is a scooter. Next slide. So coming to the departments, it has mainly 4 departments. First one is account and billing department, second one is sales department, third one is service and repair department, fourth is spare parts department. So the main tools they are using for their day-to-day activities in the showroom. First one is the DMS for managing their documents, and the accounting software they are used is Tally, and for the auditing they done by the external companies. Next one. So here are the main dealer, main dealer of the Sai Hero, which is located at Bansankri. Second one is Japinagar, and third is the Pina. So now my friend will cover this topic.
So as far as the impact of macroeconomics is concerned, we have jotted down three main points on which the two-wheeler sales in India depends. The first one being the financial inclusion. By the financial inclusion, there was a drastic increase in the CAGR of the two-wheelers in India. Financial inclusion leads a country towards prosperity. There were 48 crore bank accounts that were opened in the single go, which belonged mainly to of the lower pyramid of India, which never were in the banking ecosystem at all. And this in turn increased the disposable income for the families and improved standard of living as people prioritize comfort over cost. And inclusion enables easier lending because there is an accountability over an individual. Once he is into the banking ecosystem, the credibility of that person increases to a very higher extent. That is why there is a track record of NPS getting. So as we can see in the chart that the CAGR is increasing rapidly right from the year 2014 to 2019, and it touched the rooftop and then started declining. That's because of the COVID, and nonetheless the non-performing assets are over here, as it take in microeconomic terms, as it takes a few years to show the impact. So from financial year 2019 it properly started reducing. So the non-performing assets are in the following way. So the credit rating of India and credit rating of Hero both play a very vital role in the two-wheeler sales of India. So there is a talks that are going on to improve the credit rating of India. Recently, Indian officials held discussions with Moody's and other big credit rating agencies by showing the prosperity and growth, stability and robustness of the Indian economy. And the positive credit rating outcomes leads to influx in capital in India, which at a very dirt cheap interest price, which give a potential increase in liquidity to the country, which increases high liquidity. And foreseeing this only, RBI has stated that there will be no repo rate cuts until the quarter one financial year 25, which means they are regulating the market in such an extent that inflation doesn't rise to very high extent. And inflow of capital's impact on the markets and industries. There will be a significant lift in the market, which will eventually lead to capitalism, which is the main motto of the government right now. And the beneficiaries, of course, include the two-wheeler industry. And the current credit rating of India is triple B minus. Next. This is the credit rating of Hero Motorcorp. It is by the CRISIL, which is a credit rating agency. It is AAA, stable and reaffirmed. And for short term, it is A1 plus. Next. So this is the chart on which the credit ratings are basically drawn out. The highest is AAA, and for the long term, Hero Motorcorp has gotten that, and for the short term, it is A plus. Next. So this is the credit rating of Hero Motorcorp in the following years: 2020, 21, and 22. Next. So, as there is a diversification plan for Hero, that's just because government is pushing towards a greener future, because carbon tax will be levied from 2030 or 2035 probably, because of the inclusion of carbon tax in order to save our environment. So subsidies introduced to promote electrical vehicles. So the Hero is also diversifying into that field and aggressively into the EV market as well. It owns a significant 35.6% share in the Ether, in spite of having its own subsidiary called Hero Electric. And the central government is subsidizing in the following manner by giving 15,000 rupees for 40% of vehicle cost. And two-wheeler EVs usually have 3 to 4 kilowatt hour capacity, according to which the subsidy will be given. And Karnataka government subsidy is around 15% of the ex-showroom price of the vehicle. Next. So as we can see over here, Ather and Hero Electric shareholding pattern have been shown, and here we can see around 35 to 30 to 35% shareholding of Hero, which is quite significant when it comes to electric vehicles, and these are two big players in Indian market. Next. So as far as working capital management is concerned, there is first one coming the inventory management, and the second one is seasonal variations, as we have listed so far. In the seasonal variation, we can see an uptick in the year in the month October or November, because that's the season wherein Dasara and Deepavali arise, and that is where two-wheeler vehicle sales picks up. Next. So this is the operating cycle that we have jotted down from the financial accounting and management uh, book, which was referred to us. And this was the stock arrives and the vehicle sold. There is a gap of around 23 days, that is called the inventory period. And the cash received and vehicle sold, there is only 4 days gap, which is account receivable period. And there is a gap of only 11 days for account payable, which is the gap between cash paid and firm receives the invoice. And the operating cycle, if we subtract the account payable from operating cycle, we get the cash cycle, which is accounting to around 16 days. Next. So this is the inventory management of the Sai Hero. So they order around 600 to 650 vehicles a month, and the entry level are accounting to around 20% of their sales, and the deluxe whopping 71%, and the premium segment is negligible to around 2%, and scooter sales is around for 7%. Next. So these are the different tax rates on the ex-showroom price of the two-wheeler sold. If it is above 50,000, then it is 13.32% tax. If it is below, 11% tax, and if it is above 1 lakh, then it is 19.3% tax. Next.
The key extras are payments to company are made through RTGS. Many were made through RTGS. Due to hike in petrol prices, sales are 2 to 3% dip. Zomato, Swiggy, Dunzo, and the other players had tie-ups with the company, and tie-ups of with 500 companies like SBI and PSU, along with which they offer additional discounts up to 1,000 rupees. Before COVID, sales went up around 1,000 vehicles a month, but now it has come down to 700 to 800 a month. But slowly, it has started to touch its pre-COVID levels.
So this is the profit and loss account of Sai Hero, and here are the following graphs which we have analyzed so far. Next. So here are the few ratios which are taken down directly from the P&L account. So gross profit ratio, we have basically taken 2018-19 and 21-22 because to show the impact of COVID. So we can see the gross profit trimming down from 19.19 to 17.48, and the net profit ratio is also significantly down, and the operating profit ratio is also down from 16.08% to 14.38%, and there is an increase in operating ratio. That's because of the company's resilience of showing the liquidity towards their owners, and it has gone up from 83.92% to 85.52%, which is a slight increase just to push forward the vehicles. And the current ratio, as far as it is concerned, it is 19. It has came down from 9.73 to 6.25, and the stock turnover ratio is 26 and 24 for the respective years. Next. So here are the main drawings from 2021-22 and 2018-19. So here the capital is accounting for 20% in the year 21-22, and here in 18% in the year 18 and 19, and the deposit is of around 17%, and here it is of 19%, and the 33% is constant around 21 and 22 and 18-19. Next. So this is the balance sheet that we have jotted down over here. Next. From the balance sheet, which is as follows: the fixed asset versus current asset. The fixed assets are around 23%, and current assets are around 77%, as it is a service showroom. So there are so many movable assets. That is why the current assets percentage is higher as compared to fixed assets. And here the current asset versus current liability stands to around 95 to 5%, and opening stock versus closing stock is around 57% to 43%. Next. Taken over by my friend Karan.
Now we will talk about all the marketing stuff related to Hero Motorcorp and Sai Hero. So first of all, the 4 P's of marketing. So first one is product. So Hero Motorcorp offers its bike in three broad ranges. First one is practical range, second one is executive, and third one is performance. Next. The price range of Hero Motorcorp bikes ranges from 62,000 to 2 lakh to 1.82 lakh around. The cheapest one is Hero HF Deluxe, and the highest one is Hero Express 200. Next. Place: Hero Motorcorp has 8 globally benchmarked manufacturing facilities. In India, the facilities are located at Dhaurera and Gurugram in Haryana, Chittoor in Andhra Pradesh, at Haridwar in Uttarakhand, at Neemrana in Rajasthan, and at Halol in Gujarat. Next. Promotion: the Hero organization makes use of many gears for the promotion of the brands. They use television, radio, newspapers, posters, and internet, and sponsoring events such as motorsports. One of the examples is Dirt Bike Hero. Influencer collaborations: Hero Motorcorp also collaborates with many moto influencers. Next. Now, distribution channels. So there are three major distribution channels. First one is manufacturing and warehousing. Hero Motorcorp manufactures vehicles in state-of-the-art facilities and stores them in strategically located warehouses. Second, authorized dealerships and showrooms. The core of the Hero Motorcorp distribution system lies in its authorized dealerships and showrooms. Service center: alongside dealerships, Hero Motorcorp operates authorized service centers that provide after-sales support and maintenance services. Now we will discuss about the market segmentation of Hero Motorcorp. So broad categories are demographic, geographic, psychographic, and behavioral. First, in demographic: age, gender, income, life cycle state. So the major customers lies between the age 26 to 55 years old. Gender: male and female. Income: professional, employees, and students. Region in geographic, the regions are North India, Southern India, Western, Northeast. Density, urban and rural. Psychographic is social class, middle and upper class markets. Life cycle is reformer, aspirer, explorer, achiever. Behavioral is benefit sort, affordability. Hero vehicles are pretty affordable and in reliability and durability made according to Indian conditions. Fuel efficiency, Hero offers bikes, vehicles that are pretty fuel efficient. Degree of loyalty, Hero very old brand and it has a hardcore loyalty. Next. Now we'll discuss the SWOT analysis of Hero Motorcorp. So the key strengths are brand recognition, extensive domestic network, strong global presence, large product portfolio. Weaknesses are dependence on Indian market, limited presence in premium segment, and declining service quality. Opportunities are electric mobility, global expansion, premium segment entry, sustainability, and environment. And the threats are strong competition, regulatory changes, public transportation, and technological disruption. Next. Now here we will discuss the best analysis of Hero Motorcorp. So in the politics segment, the government policies and intensives matter a lot. Second one is taxation policies and trade policies. In economy, the factors are income levels and urbanization, affordability and financing, economic slowdown. In society, the factors that affect are traffic congestion, aspirational value, changing lifestyles. In technology, it's electric mobility, rise of ride sharing and mobility service. In environment, it's air pollution concern and carbon emission targets. It's in law, it's safety mandates, emission standards, compliance and product liability laws. Next. Now we will discuss about the marketing research done by Hero Motorcorp. So the first step is data collection. Hero Motorcorp systematically gathers data through methods like surveys and customer feedback. The second one is analysis and interpretation. The collected data is meticulously analyzed and interpreted by Hero Motorcorp research team. The third step is segmentation and targeting. By segmenting customers based on demographics, behavior, and preferences, Hero Motorcorp gains a clear picture of distinct customer group. Fourth step is competitive assessment. Hero Motorcorp conducts a thorough evaluation of competitors' products, pricing strategies, and marketing tactics. And last and the final step is strategic implementation. Armed with insights derived from research, Hero Motorcorp strategically implements findings into product development and marketing campaigns. Next. Social media strategies used by Sai Hero. So first one is brand storytelling and product showcase. At Sai Hero, they take their audience on a journey beyond motorcycles. Their brand story is rooted in their passion for biking and the freedom it brings. The second one is engagement and community building. They value the biking community input and engagement. Every comment and message matters to them. Educational content and tips. They share maintenance tips, safety guidelines, and insights about bikes in their social media platforms. The fourth one is influencer collaboration. They collaborate with passionate biking influencers who endorse Hero motorcycles. The fifth step is promotions, events, and offers. Excitement gets a green light at Sai Hero. They announce a special promotion and exclusive offers through their social media channels. Next. Now this is very important. This is the conversion tracking strategy at Sai Hero. The first one is clear conversion objective. Sai Hero established well-defined conversion objectives encompassing actions such as scheduling test drives, downloading brochures, inquiring about services, etc. The second step is identifiable triggers. The team identifies online triggers that initiate conversions, like clicking the book a test drive. Third step is effective tracking solutions, utilizing tools such as Google Analytics and social media conversion tracking pixels. The fourth step is tailored landing pages. Dedicated landing pages are created for distinct conversion goals, designed with prominent and compelling calls to action. The fifth and the final step is continuous analysis and enhancement. Consistent analysis of conversion data is conducted to discern patterns, pinpoint high-performing channels.
Used Power BI to create a descriptive and dynamic dashboard to visualize some key data points of the company. The first bar graph shows us the sales data, and the second chart shows us the inventory versus dead stock, and the total revenue from 2018 to 22 is around 400 crores, and 2018 to 22 they have sold around 36,000 vehicles and they have serviced 52,000 vehicles. Let's see the data of 2018. Let's see the data of 2018 now. In 2018, we can clearly see the seasonal pattern where the inventory has increased in the seasons of marriage, which is 5th month of the year every year, and the season of Dasara and Diwali, which is the 10th month of every year. We can also see the percentage of vehicles sold on cash was at 40%, and the vehicles sold on EMI was at 60% through this donut chart. And we can also monitor each quarterly data using the quarterly sizer. The next dashboard we have used to show in detail the segment of the vehicles sold and the marketing strategy and marketing type the company uses. The first bar graph shows us the segment of the vehicles sold year 2022 and 2018 and 2023, where the deluxe category in 23 has higher sales compared to 2018, which stands at 400 vehicles sold for every 1000 vehicles sold, and the deluxe category is at 585 vehicles sold for every 1000 vehicles sold. The entry level category in 2018 was 600 for every 1000 vehicles sold, and in 2023 it stands at 410 vehicles sold for every 1000 vehicles sold. And the premium category was just recently introduced with the partnership with Harley Davidson, which is a very premium bike brand. The next chart is a donut chart which shows us the leads generated by digital marketing and the traditional marketing, where we can clearly see that the 83% of leads are generated by digital marketing and only 16% leads are generated by traditional marketing. The Pareto analysis done here we can clearly see the distribution of different modes of traditional marketing and different modes of digital marketing leads generated. The major leads generators are Just Dial, which generated around 28% leads in 2018, and Bikewala or Bike Deco, which generated 26% lead, and the Google search, which generated 18% leads in 2018. The traditional lead highest generator was through Expo and newspaper ads, and through radio, which is nearly up to 4%. When we come to 2023, the leads generated by Bike Deco is also maintained at 27.78%, and the Google search lead generated was sharply increased to 25%, and also the Just Dial has increased by 2% to 30.56%, whereas the traditional marketing some traditional marketing strategies have reduced the number of lead generated. Only the Expo lead generated has maintained. And the last chart shows us the popular bestsellers bike models sold in the year 2023 and 2018 for every 500 vehicles. Let's see the demographic descriptive analysis. Here, in Banshankari, the deluxe segment bikes sales are higher compared to entry level bike sales, whereas in Pina, we can see the deluxe category bikes are lesser compared to entry level bikes sold. We can also see the bike model of entry level, which is Splendor, is the top seller. Next to it is the Super Splendor and the HF Deluxe. In Banshankari, the top seller is Expulse. Next comes Expulse Extreme and Destin. The total marketing spends from 2018 and 2022 is 50,70,000. You can also
So this is the box plot that we have taken down from the data that they had given. So this box plot basically shows the outliers as the minimum, which is 5, and the maximum being 1214 at the peak, and the first quartile being 370, and the median the vehicle sold is 623, and the third quartile is around 765.
The forecasting model which we have used is exponential smoothing model. It is a time series forecasting model used in statistics and data analytics. It's particularly helpful in making short-term forecasts based on historical data, and is often employed when there is a need to capture trend and patterns while minimizing the impact of random fluctuation and noise in the data. The data which we have consists of seasonal variation, which is also very important thing to consider when forecasting.
We have used external smoothing method in this Python program to predict the next 6 month sales for the company. This is another Python program. We have used the same external smoothing method to predict the optimal inventory level for the company for next 6 months due to seasonal variation, and to maintain the dead stock below 12.
Here are the data which we have generated with the 6 months forecast. The first data in the right side shows the inventory for the next 6 months, the optimal inventory level of the 5 years plus the 6 months forecast we had done. The output of the program is shown below the graph. Here, the 66th month data is 336 vehicles should be stored in the inventory. 67th month is 325, 68th month is 333, and 69th month is 441. And the graph on the left side shows us the forecast data for the sales for the next 6 months. The results of the program is also put under the line chart. The 66th month forecast is 838 vehicles, 67th month forecast is 838 vehicles, 68th month forecast is 924 vehicles, and the 69th month, which is the 10th month, in the same month Dasara and Diwali comes, and we have considered the seasonal variation. Here we can clearly see the the sales forecast has increased to 1,179 vehicles comparing to other months. Thank you.